approval. If there are any items on tonight's agenda that need to be removed from consideration, now would be the time to do so. Okay, hearing none, I would entertain a motion for approval of this evening's agenda as given.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
I move to approve the agenda as given this evening.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, next we'll move into citizen recognition. Mr. Ray?
No recognition at this time, Mayor.
Okay, employee recognition?
Only a couple employee recognition. You'll recognize that Larry's not here. Mr. Thrower's on vacation, and we gave him the out cost for
We're going
tonight.
to start recognizing them when they're not?
We are, especially if it's Mr. Thrower. It's just more fun that way. He did want to call in.
Heads up, staff.
Well, he did want to call in, but we told him not to, just to stick with that. And then we did want to recognize that Chief had a birthday yesterday. I think it was his 35th birthday, or 35 years in law enforcement too, or something. But it was one of those numbers. And then that I believe Mayor Pro Tem Sipe has a birthday towards the end of the week and an anniversary. So
Yep, 45-year anniversary.
and 45th birthday, 45th anniversary. So congratulations.
And the mayor has one on Sunday.
It's my next one on the list there, but hey, you already did it. So
Sorry.
that's all we got, Mayor. Some birthdays and no Larry.
Okay. All right, moving on, then we'll move into the consent agenda. Items placed on the consent agenda will be voted on with one motion. If there are any items that do not meet the approval of a commissioner, that item may be moved to items from the consent agenda for further discussion.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to pull item F,
F,
please, from the consent agenda.
okay. Are there any other items to be pulled for further discussion? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
So eager.
Sorry. I'd move to approve the consent agenda with the exception of item F.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this evening's consent agenda with the exception of item F. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, item F, Resolution 2016-1006, write-off of uncollected utility accounts. Commissioner Randall?
I'm just curious if these people, I mean, I'm assuming there's a process where these people get flagged or somehow. I just don't know what happens once it's written off. I mean,
Oh, you mean if they come back and try
if
to
they
open
come
another
back,
account?
yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a process. I just wanted to make sure. And I was just curious. What happens.
Girls, don't
I've asked that
fight.
same question before. so-
Okay.
Settle down, Cobra.
Yes, when the accounts are written off, they're written off into another cycle, and so they stay within the database, and if they do come back in, there's a note that there's this amount that's due from this customer, so the lane staff is always collecting on these.
Okay.
Several of these have also been turned over to the Credit Bureau, so we continue to potentially collect through that process as well.
Don't we also share with the other cities to avoid folks hopping?
If they do
community?
a
No?
credit, I guess consider credit reference,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But yeah, we only do if, they do a letter of credit, but that's usually when they move immediately. This is kind of 4 years later.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but we don't share with cities
Right.
that they owe us money and they don't share with us.
Okay.
Be nice if they
It
did.
catches them if they come back into us.
But you're right, if it's 4 years later, then that in itself kind of weeds out the hopping around.
Right.
Okay,
They don't, if they happen to come back here and they owe us money, they don't get turned back on until they pay that money.
gotcha. Okay.
Awesome. Cool. So it's not just like it's forgiven or written. It's still in the cycle. Okay.
No, the only ones, the exceptions are the bankruptcies
Right, and the deaths.
obviously the deceased.
Right. Awesome. Very cool.
But the deceased rarely move back.
They don't come back.
Exactly, they're not going to try.
All right. Awesome.
Rare.
Thought that.
Rarely. It can happen,
It
but
could,
rarely.
yeah. Anything could happen.
Thank you, ma'am.
Typically only during election time.
Yeah.
That's when it happens.
All right, any further questions on item F?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I would entertain a motion.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
Move to approve Resolution 2016-1006, uncollectible utility accounts.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, citizens' input. Okay, no one signed up for citizens' input. Then city manager, commissioner, and attorney reports. Mr. Brown?
Mayor,
Seriously? We're already there?
Yeah. Right there.
My only report is I will be out the next meeting, so whatever the date of that, I will not be here. That's it. That's all I have.
Okay. I have no report for this evening.
Oh, come on, you guys, we got to make it at least a 10-minute meeting.
Come on.
Nope.
No, I'd be happy with.
Keep it rolling. Keep it
Cindy,
rolling. Don't even do that. That's not funny.
where's Kate?
We told her to stay home.
Okay.
Quit playing.
Okay, Mayor Pro Tem.
I don't have any report either.
Oh, my gosh.
Commissioner Rogers?
However,
Oh, did you have an airport meeting?
I had an airport advisory meeting.
Oh,
Yes, I shouldn't say we, but I was just so excited, I felt like I could take ownership of it. It was very exciting. When I got the notice we were having one, I couldn't hardly concentrate on what I was doing. We did have a successful meeting yesterday, though. We had 3 pilots in attendance.
Okay.
So we did discuss the board and who we would like to have on it and stuff like that. Josh has been designated as the chairperson of the group to lead the meetings and stuff like that.
Okay.
Dale Rhodes is going to be the vice chair.
Okay.
Oh, don't burst my bubble.
No, no,
Are you kidding me?
no, I just,
It's been what?
it just causes a question.
I'm kidding. They all felt that would be good because he would be consistently there and the
Right.
continuity would be there.
Can we do that? I realize you did it, but,
There's a legal question.
Well, exactly, there's the legal question.
Larry?
Larry.
We don't have an attorney, so we're fine with seat our pants.
Well, I just,
Literally.
some of our other advisory boards, do you know what I mean? Don't-
can't
it's
be a
all
voting-
Citizen,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
and so it's,
And as a chair, did you have voting rights? I don't know. I don't recall that.
He doesn't know either.
all right.
I was trying to focus on the pilot humor because half of it was like, get it, flying
That's
over my
another
head.
fine. Got that?
I got
We
it.
practiced.
I got it.
30 minutes in the meeting.
Gotcha.
Well, we will check into that.
So I'm not trying to derail, I know for a lot of the other boards it's not allowed, so.
And that'll be on the next meeting, so we'll have it confirmed.
It'll be on the agenda.
Commission has to approve.
But you won't be here.
Right, but Mr. Thorough will be here.
Okay.
So you just ask him all those. We'll get it clarified beforehand before we present that to commission for approval.
Okay.
But it was nice to hear how positive they were about the improvements that have been made up there, the new fuel farm, and their ability to be able to not have to wait for Josh to run up there. Although
Really, we're
he's
getting into
quick.
farming big time, solar farms, fuel farms,
Yeah.
which is, okay.
Pattern.
Okay,
And I know it's not going to be like an enterprise where we're going to make, bukus of bucks, but it's nice to see something with a positive cash flow that's growing and becoming something that
right.
is a thing. It's a thing. It's good. And sorry I missed the last meeting, but we're almost done with our software upgrade. There's still things that we're working through, but at least I can sleep at night.
Okay,
And I think that's all. Thank you.
okay.
Did I miss anything?
Rock on.
Okay.
Only thing I have is, I'll be at the largest tax advisory board meeting next Monday, and we'll figure out with, Larry Turk leaving, who's gonna be the next chairman of that board, so. Other than that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Clifford.
Oh, gosh, I just feel like the blabbermouth tonight. Okay, a couple of things. I finally, and I'm a little bit ashamed to say this, but I did finally go to the volunteer firefighter meeting, which is every Wednesday at 7:30, I believe. I was so impressed. I'm sad to say I hadn't been there in my 1 year and 4 months here on the commission. I will definitely go more often. I wanted to help them clean the fire trucks afterwards, but they had so many people crawling all over them. They had no room, but we have a great volunteer fire department. Some of the people have been in there 25, 30 years, and then you have the young ones who are in their mid-20s and are just so enthusiastic and energetic, and there was like 18 people, I think, in that room. I was, again, I'm ashamed that I haven't been there earlier, but I will definitely continue going. From the Economic Council Helping People Board, it looks like they have a good candidate for a replacement director. So we'll see in our next meeting next month. The Blues Fest is coming this weekend. You might have heard of it. This is their 11th year. And I think as far as pre-buys, there's probably been more this year from way out of the area than ever before, which is really great because I know they'll stay in town. So it's this Saturday, if anybody's inclined to come, from 12 to 10 p.m. I would like to personally thank Chief Hill for being the calming waters on my hectic day. today as the alcohol and gaming has decided to change some rules, but didn't tell anybody till 4 days before the event. And I would have to say, Chief Hill, I thank you for challenging them on their, it's not an ordinance yet, why are you making me do this? But he did it anyway, and he wrote this letter to them to assure them that we would have police at the event because we are serving alcohol. Even though I had already proved that to them, they needed to talk to the chief. So thanks for doing that today, because he did it like in 15 minutes, and I got the call back from them, so that was great. That's all I have.
Thank you. Josh, sorry. So this reminds me, though, we had a conversation about was it one resolution?
Yeah.
And approve
For Sunday.
ordinances? I mean, is that something we're looking at? or-
Yeah, that would be the August meeting. I don't want to miss it
Okay.
in July. Hate to let you guys do this on your own. Just saying.
But it is slated, so we can all, okay, cool.
Yeah, because, last year, right before the Highland Games, like the week of the Highland Games, they came back and told us every one of us on the committee had to have servers permits. It's like,
They're making this stuff up. And like
yeah,
Chief,
no, I'm with
As they
you.
go.
Chief, go ahead and say something, because,
And on that question, Mayor, and so Delane has made a million calls on that, pulled up all the information, and then we've sent all that over to Larry just to make sure that we're
Right, we're
right in line with
Right.
what we can or can't do. So
Right.
we'll have a full report to send out before the meeting, so you've got all the information.
okay.
Sorry, Chief.
Yeah, alcohol and gaming called us yesterday. We didn't know there was even any issues going on until
Right.
yesterday. And the deputy director called and said, well, you need to be doing this. And I said, well, where's it in the statute? And they said,
Right.
well.
It's not, we're making it
It's
up.
not kind of, but we need to. And then she said, all you need to do is write one letter on city events or events held in a city, so that, and I can get you all a copy of the letter I wrote, but it says, if it's in a city facility or in a city park, and, because I told her, every one of those, if there's going to be alcohol, Aztec Police has to be there and do it. We don't allow security to do
Right,
it.
we
She
have
said
that in city ordinance, right?
Right.
I sent that to her, she was unfazed.
And I said, I will get that letter to you. And she said, if you'll send me that letter, it will be a blanket letter. Once a year, you can do it, and it'll cover all of your events. So it should cover the Blues, it should cover your event, it should cover any of the events we have at the
Until they forget they
senior
have
center.
it, yeah.
So they have the letter. We faxed them the letter, I sent them the letter,
Gotcha.
and I placed a call to them. So maybe you heard from, I haven't heard back from them yet.
I heard, and I asked, I said, is there a problem? Because we had resolved this on Friday with me taking a copy of our city statutes, our ordinances about it, and she said, fine, but I guess it wasn't fine by Monday. So, I mean, but because you acted so quickly, everybody's been approved, so thank you for that.
So anyway, hopefully it'll be okay, but we didn't know there was any, she said, the problem is there's other places in the state that are holding events, saying that there's officers there, and then there's no officers. And I kind of thought, well, maybe, I didn't say anything to her, but there's some other better ways of doing it. But she said she's contacting every city to make sure that we have things covered. So hopefully we're covered and go forward. If they need anything else, I will get it to them immediately so that we're covered. But
Thank you.
that's what we had to do with that.
Thank you.
And we just heard about it yesterday.
I know.
Right, yeah.
Crazy.
Probably that dang Farmington messing things up. I'm just guessing. Just saying.
I feel bad for people when they're doing this at the last minute and you get 3 frantic calls from 3 different vendors, and 2 different answers. But again, thank you, Chief, because I was about to rip my eyeballs out or somebody else's, but you're so calm. You're just kind of so calm. You're kind of like, I don't know, human Valium.
That's our police chief, human Valium.
For me.
We're advertising that on the streets. Please print that. Human Valium.
Okay, department reports.
Year and 4 months, huh?
Yeah.
Going strong.
There we go. You've only got me for another year and 8.
She's
Good
still
evening. I just wanted to say, it just happens that today fell on it's my anniversary, 6 years with the city.
Wow.
So I just want to say thank you for taking a chance on me and all the support through the years. I feel like everything that I've ever done came together in this position for me, and it's been a fun, wonderful journey, and I just really appreciate you guys. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cindy.
I should have said this while I was up here. National Night Out, of course, is a week from today. We're really excited. We have tons of people that are going to be there. We just heard, we have the Southern Youth Dancers are coming.
Nice.
We thought we were only going to have a few of them like we did last year. Supposedly, there's going to be 20 of them,
Wow.
all in their
Ceremonial.
outfits that they have, so it should be absolutely fantastic. So there'll be 20 of them with everything else we're doing. So we're excited, have lots of help that we need, so we'll go forward and we'll make sure it happens. So if you can be there, that'll be great. If any of you would like to speak, Mayor, you're more than welcome if you would like to say anything. If not, that's fine too. So
Okay,
you can let me know later.
okay. Thank you.
City manager will let you speak too if you would like.
Just eat donuts. That's all I'm there for.
Yeah. Get out of his
Well,
way.
I was asked if you
If
were
I
going to
don't
be there
have
to
to eat
challenge.
donuts, I'll speak.
Anyway, we're excited. We have 40 dozen donuts this year. So.
Excellent.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
donuts.
it's a lot of donuts.
Okay. All right, seeing no other department reports, then I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Yay.
Wow.
Look at that. And Katie, just so you know, for next time, you've been here 2 years in 4 months. Time flies, right?
Time flies when you're having fun.
That dang fuzzy math.
seems like a dream, it's been so short.
It's all that Valium.